Hello to myself and everybody else. This is video 95. So far today, we're still looking at the Jack Hamm figure drawing book. And this time, we're going to be looking at 3 different pages. Because so far, I've been focused on just trying to connect the rib cage and pelvis together. So I just had to figure that out. And I've just been looking at these pages just to try to see if I can get something down. I think I have. So I was going to put the pages and stuff up real quick. Okay. So on page 50, basically what I've been looking at here is I was basically looking at the diagram on the right side of the page, and most I was just noticing how the rib cage basically has its own thing, and then from there to basically draw a trapezoid around it to basically act as the body, connecting the lower part of the rib cage up to where the shoulders and everything are. And then same thing with the pelvis. Basically, they were just drawing the simplified bones and then getting to see how it looks, basically like a trapezoid and stuff too, sitting there. And then from there, we just connect the body just through a line in between. Because so far in some of the other books I've been looking at, like the Jeff Mellon one, that one, when it got to connecting the torso and the pelvis, or basically connecting the torso and all that, it would just basically have me draw a rib cage, a rectangle or something for the pelvis, and then just connect it. And that was confusing me because it kept looking off. So at least with this, I understand now why I can just draw two shapes connected and why it goes that way and everything like that. On page 52, with this one, I know there's a lot of stuff here really having to do with the legs and everything, but mostly what I was looking at here was most of the diagram to the left and a little bit to the one all the way to the right. So far with these two, basically, we're just emphasizing again, just how the upper part basically is an upside down trapezoid and the lower part is a trapezoid, and how the rib cage and pelvis connects. Also, I was kind of looking at a little bit how the legs, at least the upper part of the legs, also connect as well. So just two things I'm looking at and stuff with that on this page, especially when it comes to leaning the shoulders and pelvis as well, just how that will connect and how that affects. So that's another thing I was looking at too on this page as well. But mostly again, I was just focusing on just connecting the ribcage and pelvis. And finally on page 60, so far this was basically just talking about putting the whole structure to work. So basically again, I was just looking at the diagrams again, kind of just seeing how stuff connects and how it would work connecting the ribcage and pelvis again. So again, looking at one of the pictures, the one on the left side, it basically just shows again the rib cage fits into a box, how it connects to the shoulders, and also that when I'm drawing the joints for the arms, instead of drawing them at the dead edge of the trapezoid, I should instead basically draw it just intersecting with it and stuff as well. So that's another thing I was been messing around with and stuff too. And basically again, just showing how the bone and stuff look inside the box as well. So just little things I've been looking at with that too, messing around with the simplified bone structure, fitting everything into a trapezoid so I can see how it fits and works. Just little things like that, just kind of see how it works and all that. But yeah, so far with that, mostly I'm going to go into Krita and just work on just drawing a torso. Really not worried about the head, arms, or legs. I'll probably just worry about the joints a bit and just connecting some stuff, but really is mostly just connecting the rib cage and pelvis and things like that. So that's the main thing I'm focused on. So I was going to go over to Krita and just practice that a little bit and just show off what I kind of figured out from practice as well. So I'll go ahead and go over to that. Okay, so far we're here in Krita, and basically with this, I'm just going to start off with just drawing just a random head. So I can be able to use this for proportion everything too. So I'll make everything too long, which I might still, know what I mean. Because the head is 1, so with that, round 1, round 2. So just be the ribs here. So I'm make sure 1, 1, 2, so maybe a little bit longer. Alright. From here, draw a line right here. Another one be 3, so around here, let's say. And with this, I'll go ahead and just usually do the shoulders. And then from there, just going to draw the rib cage. Which this, I still do have a problem drawing the rib cage sometimes. Sometimes I draw it like a bit too thin, or I draw it a bit too big. But just trying some stuff. And so far with this, what I've been doing recently is just like drawing the like simplified bone structure of the pelvis. So basically around here, I'll just draw like a circle and everything and stuff too and all that. From here, the bone part under it, just kind of make it even with a line. And here, draw the other bone and stuff around here. So far, this is the thing how I really get like the hip size and everything too. One thing I know for certain is that if this part right here, like the circle and everything, if I make this smaller, it completely changes like the width of the hips. So that's just like a main thing. If I make it like male or female, just depending on how wide I make it, that's like a very important thing. But usually from here, that's really it and everything and stuff for just the bone structure there. And then basically how I'm going to do this is with the upper part, I basically draw a line and stuff here. And just going to like use this to connect the upper parts. Because that was the whole thing I was having trouble with in the book. Because in the Jeff Millen book and in the other books, they really never told you like draw a box around the rib cage. Like usually they would just connect everything directly to the rib cage. So that's why my other stuff kept coming out like really weird. I was like, how come that keeps happening? And then one other thing is that with the pelvis over here, something that I have been completely ignoring is basically just bone structure. So here, there's bones that stick out that connect to the joints for the hips. And I probably don't have the exact same length. Again, I'm just kind of doing this pretty quick. But basically just that and everything too, that's another thing that matters there. Just drawing these, because that alone kind of helps give like the trapezoid shape of the hips. Because before I was making it really small, where I would end up like, basically I would do like upside down trapezoid, where I would draw like this, and then just go down in, and then back up, which I would keep doing that upside down, so that's what would make it like really wide. And that would just completely like mess everything up. So now I at least know, again, when I have it like this, basically again, it's supposed to be an actual like trapezoid, like right side up trapezoid. So be short here and then go wider there. But the main thing I do here is I go ahead and draw the lines for the legs, because in the book it basically shows like where the lines for the legs and stuff would be at. And basically just do it like this and all that. And from there, I usually kind of just connect it like this. I could go up a little bit more if I wanted to, but basically just here, just kind of connect it and stuff like this. And this right here is basically just the crotch and everything and stuff right here. And then from there, just drawing the legs, I basically kind of just go out a little bit. And then try to bring it down, kind of like a cylinder and stuff to a degree. So just go out a bit, and then go down. And then with the legs in the middle, that can vary. I can just like bring them down like this. Like the legs I've been messing around with a bunch, so I can do like multiple things with this. I can either just make it one long line like I just did, or I can make it like two lines like this. Or I can even just do like one line in the middle and then just separate them. Not really like that much, but you know, just separate them stuff a bit. So just a little bit, but however you want to do it and stuff like that too. For now, just keep it like as one line. Not a straight line, but you know, whatever. So basically something like that too and all. Then with the hips and everything too, I can just kind of connect them like this and stuff as well. I kind of drew the hips like pretty wide, but that's like a whole thing. I connect them either here or just anything like that. And so far, the other thing too that I got from the book as well is With the arms, I used to draw them like over here on the side as circles. So I'll put the joints and stuff over here. In reality, it says they basically intersect. So in reality, I'm supposed to put them more like here. Rather than on the edge, just have more intersect and everything and stuff like that as well. But so far, if I go ahead and just like get rid of this other layer real quick, this is basically how the body and stuff comes out and everything here, how to connect it and everything. So far, the hips, I definitely do have these like pretty big, because that's a problem I do tend to have sometimes. I draw the pelvis a bit too wide, because basically I'm trying to factor in for the like bones in the leg. So like basically brought these down and stuff like that too. I don't want to put the skin like directly on the bone itself, you know, everything make it like, you know, just real like completely thin, but I do kind of make it a bit too wide sometimes though. So that is a whole other thing and stuff too. A thing I can do is if I go ahead and just like copy this, move it over and stuff like that too and all. And basically I go ahead and just like try it again real quick. So basically this, if I just kind of like try in a bit of a different way. So again, just draw the line stuff for the legs and everything stuff here. Just try not to go as wide with it this time. Just kind of keep it like pretty close to the bone. And with that and everything too, just like I said again, with the leg and everything, just curve it around. Just two and all the legs, just have it connect kind of more in the middle again. And then with the ribs, usually I try not to put it directly on the ribs itself, because that kind of just, you know, barely gives any, you know, space with it. But again, I'm probably just overthinking it, because this is the thing where the upper half to me, it still looks kind of like stiff. But again, if we have the parts connect like this, and I'll just put the thing for the arms again, and just get rid of the layer. Again, we can see like the major difference between like the sides and everything too. I made these a bit too wide where the bones and stuff were. So like just that slight difference, making them like a bit smaller and everything too, looks more natural with it and everything as well. So that was really like one of the main things and stuff too, when it came down to like me drawing the rib cage and the pelvis. Basically just the main matter of just drawing the crotch and stuff first, then the legs or the thighs or the hips. Then, like I said, the upper part, at least put that in a box or an upside down trapezoid, and then connect the middle, instead of just trying to connect the rib cage directly to the pelvis, and it just looks weird. One other thing and stuff with that too and all, I'm just gonna like go ahead and just like do something with this too and all, something I've like noticed in practice and everything too. If I basically do this, so basically something else too I've noticed as well, because like if I just try to directly just draw, so let me just go ahead and do the upper part first. So and same thing with this, just trapezoid that. So basically if I just try to kind of draw the pelvis, because a lot of stuff really just comes from the pelvis, if I just kind of try to just like draw it by itself, so like I said, I just directly draw the pelvis and stuff too. I don't really worry about doing the legs. Stuff like this, just like put the pelvis in a box or a trapezoid. And then from there, I try to do the legs. And then just try to connect the waist and everything and stuff too. It's a thing to me where I've noticed like this, when I do this, like, again, there's really nothing probably like too wrong with it. Like, it's definitely another method just to like draw the body, but like you can see the main differences between the three, where it's like this one I messed up with the size of the hips, so that's why it looks kind of like really weird like this. This one I drew them more closer, so it looks kind of more natural a bit. And this one, if I try drawing the trapezoid, it just comes out as like really boxy and everything and stuff as well, where I'm like, it looks less natural. Either way, the upper part to me still looks really boxy, which is something I really do need to work on. But the lower part, just again, this might can work for something later on, but for now, if I had to say which one looks more natural, this one compared to the other two. So basically that just means again, drawing the crotch and everything first, and then from there drawing the legs definitely helped me like get this like way better and everything like that too. So that's like the major thing I've noticed when it comes down to doing this. The legs again, that's a matter of just like practice, just like, you know, trial and error and everything like that too. So that's something I'll get to like later in the future and stuff like that as well. And thinking about the rest, again, that one diagram really did help me a lot because I was having just trouble just connecting the two because the other books were kind of leaving off information. So that was kind of one of the major things I really need to look at just to make sure I really got all that down and just putting all together. So that was really the whole thing with the Jack Hamm book, just drawing the torso. This is basically the best one from the methods and stuff like that too that I've been trying out. So far, also looking at some of my other sketches and stuff too, like here and everything. So far with this, these are just a bunch of sketches I've been trying to just to see if I can get these down. This over here was from another video, but so I would look at this one. This, I tried drawing it and everything too, just like I said, the upside down, like, well, not really trapezoid, but the triangle thing. Basically, with this, I tried doing the waist first, then the legs. Didn't come out right. This is when I was first, like, trying some stuff. This over here, again, just other methods as well, just different bones and different, like, times of trying different things. Again, I say these probably came out, like, pretty decent. The arms and everything still need work, but again, connecting the two seemed pretty fine. Nothing really too wrong with that. Same thing over here. I messed up like with the hips and everything and stuff too. It didn't really come out right. This is another one I was just trying like just some work and stuff with too. And this one I say came out pretty fine and everything too. Like the whole thing still seems kind of natural and stuff. So again, like just slowly me working on things. I definitely had some problems. Because this, trying one of my methods, I made the legs like way too big. Because the legs are like weird in the thighs. The arm is too small in the back. The head too small. The arm in the front too big. So right here, just trying other stuff as well too. To try doing the bones first. I was trying to draw the trapezoid and everything. And again, the way it comes out, again, it can be fine for a different kind of style. But it's just definitely like, again, more like boxy, you know, rather than more like natural. This one, just try drawing the shapes and stuff alone without drawing the bones and everything and stuff for it. It definitely can be done. Like, if you do this enough, you can just kind of like just draw it without really using the like bone structure and everything too. So right that I might just go ahead and like try that real quick, just like make sure I got that down. But here again, try drawing the box and everything stuff too. Looks stiff. This one just tried drawing the shapes with no bones. Tried to make more of a box. Came out like really stiff. Compared to this one, drawing the crotch first and then the legs, it comes out looking way more natural. So that's really the main thing. I was just experimenting with the legs and everything here and stuff as well too. Just like seeing how they come out and everything. Just again, I have to just work on that just as I keep going. But mostly that's it and everything too. This was another one I tried. Just, yeah, I messed this one up entirely. Because completely with this one, I tried doing the trapezoid and stuff first, which again led to the weird shape in the hips. So that was like a big problem with that too. Again, I learned just better to draw around it, keep it kind of close to the bones and everything. Once I start using like more bone stuff, that might be better. But again, just really a whole thing with that and stuff. So far, again, I will just try this real quick. Because again, I'm like the only one watching this. So again, just try it. Just try it. Why not? Just see how it goes down. And everything like that. So or this just try drawing the shape and stuff itself and everything and stuff too. So again, I just tried drawing the ribs. Again, just not even drawing like the head or anything either. And this is the thing I usually have a problem with as well too. I keep making it so the upper rib cage is kind of like, you know, either really boxy or like just really thin. Again, that's just the main matter, just having like the ribs to actually be able to like tell and see things and all that. Then from here, again, I just draw really the triangle and stuff too and all that. Then from there, try drawing the legs. So out a bit, go down. I probably messed this one up a bit more. Then there, draw the legs down. So far, connect this. Draw the arms stuff there because they intersect. Again, this really isn't at 100% perfect, but again, it's like I can just draw like a quick variation to this, just going off the shapes once you kind of get it down and everything like that and stuff too. Again, just definitely a thing where it's like the upper half still looks too kind of stiff to me. Probably maybe when I put the arms, it might get better maybe, but like at least say the legs, I'm at least getting something down with that at the very least. If I wanted to, I can just try like making the hips a bit like at least wider with the torso or something. Just different things like that too and all. Just trying different stuff too. Just without the pelvis and everything or without the bone structure, it does kind of come out a bit weird. But that's just something I can just work on everything too. Just again, just as I keep working on my methods, just try and get better with stuff. So yeah, but that's really it and stuff too and all. So just I finally know how to connect the torso and everything and stuff together. So again, I just have to work on the legs and then eventually the arms, the head, neck, and everything else too. So yeah, just a bunch of other stuff, but that's mostly it. So to myself and everybody else, see you in the next one.